Hello Abavip, uyu munsi turaza kuganira ukuntu ushobora kugura inzu muri Amerika no muri Canada ushize zero hasi ku ijana, gatatu ku ijana, gatanu ku ijana. Uyu munsi nabazaniye umuntu w'umu expert, w'umu banker uza kubabwira ukuntu yabafasha akabaha n'amafaranga yo kugura izo nzu, akabaha amadeni yo kugura izo nzu nta mafaranga mufite. Nibyo tuzakuganira uyu munsi. Ndaza no kubabwira ukuntu ushobora kugura inzu ya mbere n'iya kabiri n'iya gatatu, byose rero basobanurira mushize amafaranga make hasi. Okay Abavip, so let's go. Hey Abavip, nari nibagiwe iyi interview iraza kuri mu cyongereza ariko mugumane nanjye niturangiza ndayishira mu kinyarwanda babwira ibyo twaganiriye. Reka nongere mvuge let's go. Hey guys, VIPs, how are you doing today? Thank you so much for the opportunity to be back, in your homes, in your phones. Today's going to be a special day. Actually, for you guys that are watching this show for the first time, this is our VIP TV. We talk about business, entrepreneurship, and how you can really advance, achieve the American dream in the US, also in Canada. So today we have a special guest. My friend, my brother, I like him. He's the branch manager of the NOVUS Home Mortgage Bank here in Maine. He's one of the best in this business. So today I have him. He was so gracious to welcome me here and our team. So how are you doing, my friend Peter?
Thank you. I want to say first of all, I appreciate the kind words. I'm good. We're busy. Maine is a hot market, as is everywhere else in the U.S.
Right, I heard. And Peter, I was wondering, why is that though? Why is he crazy now? You guys are crazy. You are selling homes like this.
Yep. Interest rates are an all-time low right now. So they were a little bit lower about 6 months ago, but they're still extremely low. So the 30-year is at like 3% fixed.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So that's pretty free money actually.
Yeah. So people are just seeing that and kind of waking up and saying, I'm tired of paying rent every month and never seeing that money again.
Yeah.
And so they're going down the route of home ownership.
Okay. So NOVUS home mortgage.
Yep.
Many people in my community, the African community.
Yep.
NOVUS is really a brand new name to them. So tell us a little bit about NOVUS and what you guys do and how you can really help them get into those homes.
Yep. So NOVUS is a tech-driven company. So our CEO is very tech-minded. So he loves new tools, and his goal is to make the process as streamlined as possible. So in an ideal world, we're not there yet, but you wouldn't have to go to a closing. You can sign everything electronically. Easy. Right now, it's still kind of in the old ways where you have to go to closing physically in person and stuff like that. But we have the NOVUS mobile app, a bunch of different tools that just make it easier for the consumer, for the home buyer.
So you're saying that you guys can just do it online?
Yep.
Wow.
We have tools where we don't even need bank statements. We can they click a button, enter their bank account, log in, and then we automatically get 60 days of banking, which is pretty cool because a lot of people struggle with the documentation piece. So it makes it easier, and then the mobile app, you can see the status of your loan in real time.
Oh, so you can see where it's, wow.
Yep.
That's
just
great.
Pull it up and see where you're at. You can upload documents, sign documents. It just makes the process a lot more streamlined.
Okay, perfect. So I always get this question a lot in my community. So people wanting to buy homes, because right now everyone is looking for a home to buy. so I want you to help us understand the process. Let's say, hey, I have some money for down payment. So what's the minimum requirement in terms of credit score for you guys to get approved by you guys? And what's the process? So tell me, I'm coming to you, what's the process?
Okay, so the biggest thing is credit score.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what everything's based on. Interest rate, loan program is credit score.
And what's the minimum?
The minimum for FHA financing is 620. Conventional is
620, guys. It's not that high.
Yeah, it's not that high. Conventional 620 as well, but conventional financing is harder to qualify when you have below 680. So that's the real mark. But on paper, 620 is the true minimum.
Yeah, so many people do actually, dwell on that credit score part of it. They're like, oh, I want to have 800. I want to have 750.
Yep.
So in your world, is there a difference between someone who has 680 and 750?
Oh yeah, yep. So it works in tiers. So the best possible score is 780, and then the next tier is 740, and then 700, 680, and then 640.
Okay.
So that's how interest rate works. If you fall the higher, if you're above 700, you're gonna have the second best interest rate possible.
Okay.
Yep.
So would you please tell to a little bit of followers and tell them about the process? So now, how do they apply for the mortgage? Just the process of how to get started.
Yeah. So the first step would be to meet with me. Or another bank or lender. And that's when I check their credit score. I'd get some basic information, name, social, email, address, and ideally some documents like pay stubs, 2019, 2020 W-2s. And I would check their credit pretty much and then review their income to see how much they can afford, and how much the payment would be, and what program they qualify for.
Do you also check the debt to income ratio too?
Yep.
You know, if they had previous debts and stuff like that.
Yep.
And what's the magic number on that though?
So typically, FHA is more lenient, so they allow up to about 56%, 57, whereas conventional is stricter.
Okay.
They're more around like 46.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. But you guys, I have to say this. I have, I think, referred now more than, I think it's a good 20 to Peter, and all of them have come back to me like, hey, we get a pre-approval letter. Just like that in 2 days. You know, this guy is the best in the business. I think, because I have worked before with so many banks in terms of like commercial. I'm a real estate investor myself, but in terms of like really getting that pre-approval really, really fast, so that you can really start to get out there, look for homes and view homes, you need that letter, you know, as soon as possible. So Peter, he's really good, man. You're good at that. So I think, you know, we are going to put the website on the thing. Actually, the website is right there, and you guys, and I think later Peter's going to tell you guys how you can reach out to them, and then we'll go from there. So Peter, now let's talk about the loan programs that you guys have. Because there's so many, you know, many people out there, they don't know that there's so many loan programs. And that you might not have, because many people are like, hey, why don't you buy a house? And they're like, oh, I don't have 20% down. You know, people, you know, think that they gotta have 50,000 to buy a house.
It's sad.
So what are the loan programs that are out there, and you know, the requirements in terms of like down payment?
So there's a misconception that you need a large down payment, like 20%, which isn't true. So I mean, the minimum conventional allows up to 3% of the purchase price. So on a $300,000 house, that would be $9,000. FHA allows 3.5% of the purchase price, and likewise, I mean, there's rural development that's zero down payment too, but you'd have to buy a house in rural, not city locations.
So rural development. So are you saying that, do you think that there is some parts of Maine that would be qualified as rural?
Yes, so actually all of Maine is, except for Portland, South Portland, Westbrook, and Bangor.
What about Auburn and Lewiston?
Not eligible. Auburn, Lewiston are not. No, that's a city.
Cities.
So those 7 cities.
Okay. See, guys, but if you wanted maybe to buy something in Turner or Minot, and those are like 10 minutes away from Auburn and Lewiston.
Saco,
Biddeford. You can get a loan with 0 down percent using one of the programs they offer here called rural development. You know, so it's good. So now let's talk about, because our show is being watched by many people, not only in Maine, but Texas. We have a lot of viewers in Arizona, a lot of viewers in Michigan, all over. So tell me, and also in Canada. So Novus. Can you land everywhere in the state?
Anywhere in the U.S. Because we're a bank, so whereas some lenders have to have special licensing for each state. We're an FDIC insured bank, so we can do it anywhere in the U.S.
What about Canada?
Not Canada. That's a different country.
Okay, good.
But anywhere in the United States.
Hey guys, you know, viewers from Canada, I try. You know, this guy, you know, I try my best.
I wish.
Okay, so So you say, so let's say someone is from Michigan, someone is in Texas, someone is in Chicago. They want to start the process with you guys. How do they reach out to you? Of course, the main people, I'm going to send them to you. You know, it's easy, the contact numbers. So the people from other states, what do they do?
They can either call me or email or my website, www.peterjose.com.
Okay.
Any of those ways they can reach out.
And then you can send them the application online, everything. So it doesn't matter wherever they are. So
anywhere.
My friends from Texas and everywhere, Arizona, see this guy is going to hook you up. So now let's talk about, this is going to be my last question for you today. What about so many people now that are there, like, hey, we bought our first homes maybe with FHA, maybe with these are the programs, and now we are ready to buy our second. You know, maybe second one, maybe we can put a tenant in. This, that, and that. So can you help people that are buying their second or their third? And what are the programs that you guys have available for them?
So depending, with FHA, you can only have one FHA loan at a time. So
right.
If their first mortgage was FHA, they would have to use a conventional loan for
But can they have a conventional for 5% down?
Correct, yes.
Wow. So they could have an FHA 3.5, but then their second home conventional at 5%. So they don't have to do 20.
No.
Okay.
And they can, so pretty much, they can buy a second, there's three different types of properties. So there's a primary residence, a second home, and then an investment property. So a primary residence is the lowest down payment. That's the 3.5, the 3%, 5%. A technical second home is like if someone in Maine wanted to buy a home in Arizona and not have to move to Arizona and get a job there. They could use their main income to qualify and buy a home in Arizona, but they'd have to do 10% down payment.
They just have to do 5.
10%.
No, 10. Wow.
If they buy in a separate state.
Instead of 20.
My
goodness. So this is a question that a lot of you guys have been asking me, because many people have been calling me and be like, hey, can we buy a second home where we are not, in a different state?
You can do that, So that you could do 5%. The only requirement is kind of distance. So you'd want to make sure you are at least like 30 minutes or 45 minutes from where you are.
Okay, 30. So what about Portland and Auburn, Lewiston?
So you could do that depending on where your primary residence is.
Right.
So if your primary residence was in Portland, I've done it before, but you would have to justify why you're buying a new primary residence in Portland again, while you already own a home in Portland. It's easier if you own a home in Portland and you want to buy a home in Biddeford. That's easy. I can.
So
do that.
would that be possible for a third house? Let's say FHA, conventional at 5%. And then a second home. Would that make sense? Maybe that's a third, maybe in a different state.
Different state. So you could do the second home with 10% down.
Wow. Guys, I'm learning today too. So you could 3%. 5%, 10% in different states. So those are 3 homes, and you don't even need to put 20% down on any of them. So this is great. So Peter, I think you guys will have a lot to learn from this guy. I really like him. He's my friend. So how can they reach out to you?
Cell phone, I always have my cell phone, 207-321-9904. That's the easiest way to reach me anytime, weekends, nights.
Do you text too?
I text.
Because there's some people like me who text.
I do WhatsApp, I do it all. That's my main number.
Perfect. You know what? So it's summertime, man. We have to end the show today, right now.
He's going to the beach. He's got to go to the beach.
So we are getting ready to go to the beach and have some fun. So see you guys later. We really love you guys, and we'll stay in touch. Please call him. He's the best in the business.
Anytime.
And bye-bye. Thank you so much. Nk'uko nababwiye kare Abavip, ni ikiganiro nakoranye na Peter, ni ikiganiro cyiza cyane. Yavuze ibintu byinshi nize, ariko ngira ngo byibuze abantu icyongereza cyasize gatoya mbashe kubasubiramo buhoro buhoro twaganiriye. Twatangiye tuvuga ukuntu ushobora kwalifunga kuba wagura inzu muri Amerika ariho hose. gusa ufite credit score ya 620. Ayo ni credit score ntoya cyane buri wese yabasha kubaka mu gihe cy'amezi 3. Ikindi twaganira gikomeye ni ukuntu ushobora kugura inzu ya mbere ushize zero hasi, nta mafaranga ushize hasi, bitewe niba uyiguze kure yo mu mujyi ugakoresha programme yitwa rural development bafite muri banki yabo, cyangwa se ukaba wanagoroneho inzu ya mbere ukoreshe FHA ugashiraho 3%, hanyuma ukagura inzu ya kabiri. Ikindi kintu cyantangaje, ugashiraho 5% ukoreshe conventional, hanyuma ukaba wagura n'inzu mu yindi state ushize 10%. Ibaze kugira amazu 3 yose hamwe washizeho 18% uko ari amazu 3. Nuvuga ngo ushobora kuba ufite 25 wa savings ukagura amazu 3. Iki ni gitangaza ni ibintu bimwe twaganiriye. Hama rero turagiza vuga ukuntu company ya NOVUS balendinga haro hose muri America. So kuvuga ngo mushobora kumukontakta akaba yabafasha muri iyo process yose, cyangwa se abo contact zasize ariko contact ziriho turazishiraho hano, mwana du contact twebwe mukatwandikira kuri WhatsApp yacu musanzwe mufite, hanyuma tukabahuza nawe. Ndetse hari n'abandi ba lenders bakora nkawe aho muri hose muri America. So ngo mu VIP nkuko yatangiye bivuga, amafaranga uri ha rent na amafaranga uratanga atarahora garuka, uwo landlord wawe arahora yafata, hanyuma nawe akishyura mortgage. Kuki utajya hari ukagura inzu yawe? Nimumve mu bwoba, birashoboka. Ufite 0, ufite 3%, ufite 5, ndetse unashoboka kuba wagura amazu 3 muri Amerika wifite ibihumbi byawe gusa 20 cyangwa se 30. So kuvuga ngo tutangire Abavip, murabizi ko mbakunda. God bless. Hanyuma musubscribing, ndarangiza mbashize iyi video nakoze yerekana ukuntu ushobora kuinvestinga ukamenya imibare ya real estate. Iri hano, bye bye.